You and your views.
All right, Andrew, the regulator gave Eskom half of its asking price, 8%. Was that a surprise?
Well, it was a nice surprise. It's very good news instead. This is a very, very good result. Best economic news of the year. Nersa has done exactly the right thing.
All right, so is it fair for the consumers? Because it is still quite a hike, 8%.
No. Let me say again what Eskom is and should do.
Yeah.
What Eskom is a state-owned electricity utility. All it has to do is to provide reliable electricity and to cover its costs, no more. It must cover its costs. So it needs the right amount of revenue to cover its costs. And this increase will give it that revenue.
All right, okay. Now, can you explain, part of the ruling says that Eskom must ensure alternative tariffs other than time-of-use tariffs are available to municipalities with predominantly residential load mix. Help us understand that.
No, that's quite difficult to understand. Yeah. The price that Eskom's going to get now is going to be its average selling price.
Right.
And that will have to be distributed amongst various types of customers. So big industrial users will pay less and households will pay more and so forth. And it's quite a complicated mix that Eskom will have to address.
All right. So the consumers, again, I just want to know, are they going to feel this, though?
Well, they're going to feel it much less than if it had gone up 16%, which was what Eskom wanted. As I say, Eskom must cover its costs. So it needs this amount of revenue to do so, but it doesn't need more. And the householders are much better off than they would have been if with the 16%.
All right, so what can Eskom do now? Where can it get its funding? Because it's 50% down.
Okay, look at, this is the bond yields for yesterday. And if you look at these bond yields, you'll see in real terms, the bond yields, long-term and short-term, are less than 3% real. In other words, Eskom can raise money very cheaply. Eskom is a low-risk business. It can raise money cheaply. I've heard Eskom say that this 8% tariff is going to be a challenge, by which it means a problem. It's not a problem at all. What Eskom must do now is borrow money to fund these stations that we desperately need and then pay off the debt in a responsible way, which is quite capable of doing. Can I tell you something else that Eskom must not do? Eskom must not now sulk and start cutting its budget, start postponing, cancelling some of the new stations. It must carry on building as it's doing now. We need these stations and they can be funded easily out of this present price increase.
Can they do it in time, though? I mean, are we in danger of seeing load shedding and blackouts again?
Well, that's not a matter of funding. That's a matter of Eskom managing its build, which is not doing very well at Medupi at the moment. At the moment, nothing's happening at Medupi. There's been a strike lasting 6 weeks because of problems between the unions up there. Eskom must sort that out and then carry on building as quickly as it can.
All right. So overall, good decision by Nersa and great news for the consumer.
Very much so. Very good decision.
All right, Andrew, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much indeed for your thoughts on this decision.
Okay.